My people, this matter between AVID President Dr. Sylvester Onyia and Justice James Omotosho over Nnamdi Kanu's case is getting really interesting, and I'm here to break it down for you in the most simple way. Please don't forget to like this video right now and subscribe so you don't miss any hot gist like this one.
My name is Dr. Sylvester Onyia, American Veterans of IPOB Descent President, AVID. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, court proceedings today, November 7th, 2025. Honorable Justice James Omotosho failed to show the world the Nigerian written law by which he has been prosecuting Mazi.
So, here's what's going on. Dr. Onyia, who is the president of the American Veterans of Igbo Descent, that's AVID, came out strongly to criticize the way Judge Omotosho is handling the court case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. According to Dr. Onyia, something is not right about how the case is being managed. He said it looks like justice is being delayed, and that is making people question what's really happening behind the courtroom doors. Now, Dr. Onyia didn't just talk out of anger. He pointed out that Nnamdi Kanu's trial is still being handled under an old law that was already replaced by a new one.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No written law, no case to defend. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, in Mr. James K. Omotosho's court today, said that the British government requested his conviction with the approval of the federal government of Nigeria. How can a court move for judgment without a written addresses from both the defendant and the prosecution? Right to file. The court must give both parties the opportunity to file a written address. I am Nnamdi Kanu. You can't convict me without a written law. You cannot jail me, he stated. The court proceedings today proved to be more dramatic than expected. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu presented a motion that the trial judge reluctantly accepted. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu requested that
he said the old terrorism law used against Kanu was repealed and replaced by the Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act of 2022, but somehow the case is still moving with the old one. He believes that's not fair and it goes against the Constitution, which says nobody should be tried for an offense that's not clearly defined by a valid law. Please, if you're following this gist and enjoying it, make sure you like this video now and hit that subscribe button, because this story is deep and I'll keep updating you as it unfolds. Now, the main issue here is fairness. AVID said the court is skipping some very important questions, like whether the court has the right to even handle the case, and if it's not a case of trying someone twice for the same thing. They said those things should have been cleared before.
The court identified the law under which he was being tried, but the court refused as usual. After persistent persuasion from MNK, the judge instructed him to read the charges aloud, and upon doing so, it became apparent that MNK was being tried under a non-existent law. Consequently, the judge angrily scheduled judgment for the 20th of November. MNK detention is illegal. Interestingly, Britain should stop meddling in Nigerian court system that goes with spared out written law. The FCDO, Foreign Commonwealth Development Office, once told AVID that they recognize the complexities of Mr. Kanu's detention. I am hereby addressing Lord Collins of Highborough, Minister for Africa, to address those complexities now, which in our assessment should be to leave the Igbos alone. Also, and to show in good faith that the genocide against Biafrans in the 1967-1970 genocidal war, that they are sorry or show some remorse they owe the Igbos an apology for all the pains, sufferings, starvation they inflicted on us and continue to do so in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's prosecution. Britain, stop the shadow government you're doing in Nigeria. Leave Nigeria alone to practice true democracy as is done in the United States of America. Again, which law is the Nigerian government using to persecute the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? MNK is the whistleblower concerning the Christian genocide in Nigeria, and Britain is complicit about it. AVID is grateful to President Donald J. Trump for the designation of Nigeria as a CPC status, country of particular concern status. The injustice meted on the Igbos and Christians has reached alarming level. The xenophobia of the Igbos is nothing to write home about. What is the crime the Igbos has done to Britain that they continue to hold us down? Nobody is talking about the over 10 million indigenous Nigerians in the IDP camps, which is equivalent to a concentration camp. Thank you. Good evening.
But the trial went far, but instead the judge said he will wait till the end to talk about them. AVID believes that kind of move is risky because it can make people lose confidence in the system. They also said that Kanu's right to fair hearing is being affected because he doesn't have enough access to his lawyers or to the materials he needs to defend himself properly. According to them, it's like everything is being controlled too tightly, and it's not allowing the man to defend himself fully. AVID is even calling on international human rights groups like the United Nations and the African Commission to take note and watch what's going on so that justice can be clear and transparent. Now, on the other side, the court and the judge are standing firm. Justice Omotosho said the trial is going on as it should and that Kanu has been given enough chances to defend himself. In fact, the court recently warned that if Kanu doesn't present his defense properly, it will go ahead and close the case. The judge has already fixed November 20th for final judgment, and that's when everyone will see what the decision will be. My people, you can already tell that this issue is not small. It's not just about one man, it's about how justice works in Nigeria. If the court ends up making a fair and balanced ruling, it could restore a lot of confidence. But if people feel that things were not done the right way, it could raise more questions and tension, especially in the Southeast where many people are emotionally connected to this case. You see, this is why the AVID President's words made such a big wave. He didn't just attack the judge for no reason. He's asking for transparency, for fairness, for respect of the law. And to be honest, many Nigerians are watching closely, not just because of Kanu, but because this whole situation represents how our justice system handles sensitive political cases. Now, we need to ask, will the court address those big questions on Judgment Day? Will the judge talk about the law that AVID says has been repealed? Will Kanu finally get a fair closure? All these things are what people are waiting to see come November 20th. So, as we count down to that day, everyone is just watching and talking. Some are saying Dr. Onyia spoke too strongly. Others are saying he only spoke the truth that many are afraid to say. But whatever side you're on, one thing is clear. This case will go down in history as one of the most watched trials in Nigeria. My people, this is not the time to sleep on updates. Make sure you subscribe to this channel right now because we'll bring you the full breakdown the moment that judgment drops. Also, don't forget to like this video if you love how I break down these stories for you in plain English. Your likes help us reach more people and your comments make this conversation more interesting. Now tell me in the comment section, do you think the AVID President is right to call out the judge publicly? Or do you think he should have waited for the judgment first? Let me know your thoughts below because your opinion truly mattered us here. Thank you so much for staying till this point. And please remember, keep your mind open, keep your heart calm, And let's hope justice will be served fairly for everyone involved. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this gist so more people can understand what's really going on. See you in the next one.